92.3 Nigeria Info.
About 11 minutes gone past the hour of 3. You're welcome to Hard Facts on 92.3 Nigerian Info. I am Kala Dakurubatabo. My pleasure having you on the other side of the radio. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. Yes, I do hope you had a fantastic weekend, because some of our big stories, about two of our big stories, will come from reports over the weekend, and we'll be looking at some of the things that trended during the time. Okay, so for those of you who are first timers on the show runs from the 3 o'clock hour up until the 7 o'clock hour, and we have segments. The first segment, which will come this hour, is the big stories. The second one is, we're just going to look at some topic. And we're going to be looking at the local government elections, the structure, the politics, IPAC leadership, so many dynamics that relate to the local government elections in Rivers State. We'll look at that the 4 o'clock hour, the 5 o'clock hour. There's something we've been talking about since the beginning of December. I will revisit that conversation. I will not tell you right now. Just stay tuned. 6 o'clock hour, we'll start with the major news at 6, and then we'll come back and we'll have what we call the open season. And the open season is a segment where we do a recap of our day's conversation, and we'll do a summary basically, and I get your thoughts and your opinion for those of you who did not have the chance to contribute during the conversations, or maybe you did but you forgot to say a thing or two. You get another chance. All right, that being said, once again, welcome. I am Kalada Kurubataba. Remember, you can follow me online, the Kalada, TheKalada, the Kalada, and you could also watch the conversations live on Facebook, Nigerian Info PH, on YouTube, Nigerian Info PH, and then you could contribute, send your messages via X, Nigerian Info PH as well, because we're active there, or better still, use WhatsApp 0809 030 6416. Drop your comments and I'll take them. So let's get straight to what we have as big stories today, and we will start with what has been trending for most part of today. From early morning, reports about this story reports have been trending about this story, and the story is Edison Ehie, now Chief of Staff, Darlington Orji, Special Advisor. So these are prominent names. You probably know some of them, or you know all of them, depending on how much politics you play in Rivers State. Edison Ehie was a lawmaker representing the Abuda. Is it Abuda now? I'm trying to remember. Is it East or West? I've just lost my memory on that one. But however, he was the one who was very much embattled in the House of Assembly, first amongst the people suspended, then was in battle for the speakership position, and all through he stood by the governor. He stood by the governor during the political drama, and now he has been made the Chief of Staff, and he replaces the other Chief of Staff who was amongst the 9 people, or who, alongside 9 commissioners at some point resigned their positions last year. Now 9 of them have been recalled. I wonder if Mr. Madi will also be recalled. I do not know at what position. I do not know. We've also been told that 8 out of the 9 renominated commissioners have been assigned to their previous ministries. The only absentee was the former Commissioner for Special Projects, Emeka Woke, who was also Chief of Staff when the Minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike, served as Governor for 8 years. Governor Fubara told them that their positions are not to be used to destroy his government. Basically, he has asked them to do what is right and what their children will be proud of, and what will benefit Rivers State, and posterity will judge them kind and good and perfect. What are your thoughts on that? Darlington Orji, for some of you who know, was Chief of Staff to Ikore local government. He was the very right-hand man, can I say that, of Nwanosike. And ever since the drama started in Rivers State, Nwanosike has been at odds with, of course, the governor of Rivers State. We've seen it from recent comments. We've seen it from certain insinuations back then. People made political insinuations. We've seen it from, certain political actions taken, right? And Darlington Orji, I remember on Morning Crossfire once upon a time, said he does not have any grudges with the Ikore local government chairman. However, it's time for him, to change his political belief or something, or something about the belief system not longer aligning with that of Samuel Nwanosike. And so he has decided to pitch his stance with the governor of Rivers State, and he has been nominated or appointed as one of the special advisors. I think there are about five of them, if my memory serves me right. Solomon Ehie, one time Obiapo chairman, also amongst the special advisors that was nominated or that were nominated today. Interesting, right? Let's see what other name is on that list. There is Diya Bariene, there is Prince Obi Oya, there is Amina Yana Sam Fiberesima, and of course I mentioned Solomon Abel Ehie and Darlington Orji. 5 of them special advisors. They have been appointed by the governor of Rivers State. Let's see. I'm wondering, some of these people, like I said, were part of the previous structure. Now they have decided to align with the current structure. With the local government elections coming up in, was it February, is it March? I guess not so far away anymore. With the local government elections around the corner, the battle for structure has begun. It has indeed begun. And I'm wondering what your role will play, or what role you will play. Like I said, we'll be talking about local government elections, the 4 o'clock hour. And I have a very interesting guest coming on the show, so you want to stay tuned. But for now, tell me what you think about Edison Ehie. Finally, some people would say, finally being confirmed as the chief of staff of Siminalayi Fubara, His Excellency's government. All right, what's your take? I like to hear. But let's move on now quickly to the next big story. And the next big story is from the weekend. Several activities, surrounding the governor during the weekend or over the weekend. I like to start by saying happy belated birthday to His Excellency Sir Siminalayi Fubara. He turned 49, was it yesterday? So we should celebrate him. He is the governor of Rivers State, not because we belong to his political party or because we are his political allies. Well, it's his birthday, so we should send some warm regards to him. But that's not the big story. The big story is that we are standing here because of Tinubu's support. Governor Fubara tells supporters. So, like I was saying yesterday, or was it, over the weekend, a couple of activities. First, he was at a Redeemed Church event, and there he made some statements. I will play the audio clip in a bit, but I'm just going to do a quick summary. He talked about how God promoted him, that God gave him the mantle, and so he was there to give thanks to God. He said God used the leaders of the PDP to get him to becoming governor of Rivers State. And I'm hoping that now that he has agreed that God has used him, to become the governor, that he will thank the people, because I want to believe the people prayed to God for a good leader, and then God brought him, like he claims, like he says. However, it's confusing. He says God used the PDP to promote him to becoming governor. However, he said it is because of Tinubu that he is still here, that his supporters are still here. I'm wondering, does that mean that Tinubu would have been able to remove him, or in what capacity, through what process? These are some of the questions I'm asking, because in another church event, this time Pobo, he made that statement about Tinubu being somewhat responsible for why he's still standing as governor. So I'm going to quickly read from one of the newspapers before I play the sound bite, so you can get a proper glimpse into the conversation and what I want to talk about as big story. He also did mention, I should tell you, that the political drama in Rivers State has been a major distraction. So I'm going to quote him. He said, "When I look at your faces, even when I feel heavy in my spirit, I am encouraged to be happy. It has not been easy, I can say it. A lot of people who started this journey with us ought to have been here with us, but unfortunately they are not here. God knows why. We can't question the Almighty. But one thing we can take away is that God does not make any mistake. Whatever happens, when it happens, it's for a purpose. I am happy to return this glory to God Almighty, to say thank you, God, and give me extra energy to continue with the battle. But no battle can be bigger than God." When I have to say, I want to thank God first. Our dear president has been great and wonderful father. He has supported, and I can say it without being economical with the truth, that we are standing here because of the truth of this. You just have to be strong and understand that after all you get back. But now, previous people don't own me. Okay, I want to call at least that here the ones that are not here for all before I start on, and also now there's been economic truth saying that if not for the president and if not for the president's kindness and pollution, we would not be standing here. Even there to give Thanksgiving. Is that what you're trying to I'm wondering, really wondering. I'm trying to understand, and that's where you come in to help me understand what the governor was trying to say there. But I'm just going to play some sound bites so that you can get to hear for yourself some of the things the governor did say.
I'm happy to return this glory to God Almighty. It's a glory to say thank you to God. Give me extra energy to continue with the battle. It is a battle, but no battle can be bigger than God. I want to thank first our dear president. He's been a great and wonderful father. He has supported, and I can say it without being economical with the truth. We have not been given the opportunity to do those things that we ought to do for our state. We've had a lot of distraction, but I strongly believe that while we navigate the path of peace, prayer is also needed for us to pass over this phase.
And finally,
the team is not different from my story. I was promoted by God first through my party and the leaders of my party. So promotion comes from God and God alone.
So like I said, I'm a bit in a state of conundrum, in a state of confusion. I get, he said God used this party to promote him, so God gave it to him. However, if not for the president, he will not be here. So maybe you can help me. Maybe I'm reading too much meaning into some of this statement. You can't blame me due to the political drama that has been going on for a while now. I can help but read meanings into some of these political statements. But let's move now to the final big story. And the final big story is a promise I made on Friday when I came across the news that the local government chairman has apologized to the governor of Rivers State. Remember, I refused to call his name, so I probably would still refuse to call his name now. But the local government chairman at some point, on two occasions, not some point, had used some rash words, some harsh words, some strong words to describe the governor. And I remember on Friday, was it on Thursday? I cannot remember now. But I do remember saying that, one should respect the seat of the governor, even though we don't like the person sitting on that seat. one should respect the office of governor, not just the governor, even the office of the president, the office of the lawmakers, be it at the national or the state or the local government. Even the local government chairman should be able to have that respect from people and not, be treated as nothing, because that is an executive position. It's a position where people voted and decided to give the mandate to that individual, and so he's not just an ordinary individual as long as he occupies that position. A local government chairman, be it a governor, a president, a House of Reps member, a senator, even a state assembly member, a judge. All of these people in very sensitive positions deserve respect. Now, can they be criticized? Yes, they can. Can we have constructive criticism? Yes, we can. But when you go hurling insults and abuses, then you have crossed the line, right? We agreed on that, and that's what we talked about that day. And I was coming here to commend the local government chairman for rendering an apology, but then I decided to peep through our in-house bulletin, and I realized that some people are reacting to it, and I'm wondering why they have reacted the way they have reacted. So I decided to go to the X account of the local government chairman, and I decided to listen to the apology myself. So I'm going to play that apology for you, and I just want to get what you think about that. Remember, I promised we're going to talk about it, and when I promised, I was going to look at it from the angle of a commendation. Oh, because it's not easy, It's not easy to apologize when you feel, or when you have been told that you've done something wrong, especially when you think that you did the right thing. But then again, how you apologize really does matter, right? Like some people have said, because I saw some of the comments under the post made by the local government chairman. So permit me, I'm going to play an excerpt of that. I'm going to play an excerpt of that apology. Where is it now? Yeah. Okay, let's go.
But we belong to a family led by a man of God, a God-fearing man, a true leader who believes in developing men, not only building infrastructure. He has built men. His name is Edison Ehie. I want to tell the world that my leader, after my outburst in my last rally at Omerelu, called me to order by saying it is wrong for you to speak to a governor in that manner, whether he is 18 years old. I want to tender an unreserved apology to the people of Nigeria for speaking in that manner, and to say clearly that I regret that action and is led by anger. But just as I was coming to this event, I want the world to hear me, especially Ruben Abati and his cohorts in Arise Television, that just this afternoon we saw a video of people pulling down the billboards of Edison so we can approve a local government. And calling him all manner of names and saying he has been dethroned.
All right, you had it for yourself there. I couldn't play all of it. I should not have played all of it, of course. But what's your take? I mean, he recognized the fact, like I tried to argue that day, and some of you tried to beat me up that day. He recognized the fact, and he said he was advised by his political master that the office of the governor should be respected because the office is a reputable office. And he recognized that fact, and he apologized to Nigerians, right? Because, like I tried to argue, when you abuse the office, you have abused the people the office represents. And in this case, the office of Rivers people, you can call them Nigerians as well. So what's your take on that, really? What's your take on that? That's one question I want to ask you, because some people have reacted, and I'm wondering why they reacted this way, because do we have on Facebook? Let's see. What do we have on Facebook? Darlington Orji and Solomon Abel special advisors because they have joined hands in fighting the FCT minister for their selfish interest today. We support it tomorrow. We support A tomorrow. We support B. Nigeria politics is a scam. Courage Bobo Wosu with that one. Tango the Billy Chatwego on Facebook says Edison Ehie deserves the chief of staff to Governor Fubara because he stood by the governor when the storm was very difficult for Governor Fubara. Congratulations to him. Faith Calvin. Funny. Yeah, some people are laughing. You can say that again. Emma Indi Chidozie says it's unfortunate that Fubara describes his leadership of Rivers State for him as a battle instead of governance of delivering the dividends of democracy to the people of the state. He also says he has not been allowed to do the things needed to be done to move the state forward. It's also unfortunate that the battle is yet to be extinguished, yet God help this state. And I tried to mention this last week, and I said it's affecting, it is disrupting governance in the state, the dividends of governance in the state. And we talked about it, I believe. I've got Bright Uzoma who says you called the local government chairman's name, should apologize to the person of Fubara, not only Nigerians. If Governor Fubara lost the Supreme Court, would he have apologized? Okay. So you're saying it's because of the victory? Is that what you're saying? But I mean, he's apologized nonetheless. Shouldn't he be given a pass mark for that? Let's see now. If God didn't destine him to be governor, he can be governor. That silence those who took the position of God to say your day made him a governor. Secondly, if not for Tinubu, some persons were fully determined to remove him to prove that he and his supporters are in charge of the state. It takes analytical mind to understand what the governor is saying. Ogo June Justice. All right, thank you for your analytical mind. Good afternoon, KDB. The LGA chairman that made that statement should be penalized. If it was the former governor of River State, would he say something of such? Since Sim is calm, everyone wants to toss him around the way they feel or want. Even in the apology, why did he end it that way? Just listen to the last sentence he made. Desi from Choba with that one. This one says, greetings, Canada. The appointment of Edison Ehie as chief of staff and the likes of Darlington Orji, Abel Ehie, and others as special advisors should let you know that Governor Fubara has started building his own political structure in the state. He will stylishly overcome his political opponents. Nicholas Erasmus with that belief now. Okay, this one says, please listen to that Nwanosike's comment again. He never apologized to Governor Fubara. Rather, he continued to insult the governor. Ima Edozie, I don't think I had that. Let's see. I want to be very sure that this is for me. This one says, good afternoon, team. We called us a team. The challenge here is that our democracy is sinking, I think he meant to say, to the level where godfathers are gradually becoming the ones to determine who gets the ticket. And if same candidate refuses to stay loyal to the godfather, it will determine if he will stay in power. Likewise, the president of the country. The president is not in where capable to, I don't get that part, to determine who stays or go. The earlier Nigerians stand up, the better for us, else we are heading to where few men will do whatever they want and throw whoever and control them the way they want. Most importantly, the citizens need to rise up and hold leaders responsible for delivering the dividend of democracy at all levels. Finally, our judiciary needs to sit up now. Thank you, Mikel Obi. All right, I hope it's not the one I know. Good afternoon, Canada. The statement credited to the president by the governor implies that our judicial institutions are being manned by some revered political heads, which questions the authenticity and independency of these institutions, and it's not good for our country. Successful judge from Come in the developed city of Oigbo. Right. Many more messages there. On Facebook, Ndukako Wamadu says, I feel ashamed when some people comfortably shout on national radio that Wike brought him as governor. That Sim should be loyal to Wike. Please, is Sim Fubara now Wike governor or River State governor? I pity everybody in this Nigeria. Christopher Dokubo says, Mr. Kyle, as far as I'm concerned, he did not apologize. To the governor rather, he apologized to Nigerians. Did he direct the insult to Nigerians or the governor? The question is it the Honorable Minister Wike that asked him to insult the governor? Why must he wait for the minister to ask him to apologize to the governor? Can any local government chairman try this during Wike's government? We have forgotten how Wike suspended local government chairman for coming late to meeting in this state. Is this apology done from his conscience? According to Pastor David, you can be a PhD holder and still be, I can't read that word, but he went ahead to say God chooses leaders among elders. So even if you are older than the governor, you must respect the authority of whosoever is in there. It doesn't matter anymore how Governor Fubara came, because nobody that has become governor, local government chairman in the state did. Okay, so none of them that did not come through power brokers. All right. Stanley Rental says, this is very, very funny. Okay. Let's move on now. Let's go to the phone lines. I think I've read so many messages, so I'm just going to concentrate on the phone lines now. I've got 20 minutes there about to the top of the hour. The number you're going to use to call is 070-0923-0923. Again, 070-0923-0923. That's the number you're going to use to call. It's a smart number. And we can take as many as 4 calls at a time. Let's see. I've got Ibiso, and Ibiso is calling me from Audley Road. Let's see. Ibiso, welcome. Ibiso, what is on your mind? I'd like to hear from you.
Yeah, Canada, good afternoon once again.
Yeah, good afternoon. Happy New Week to you.
Okay,
welcome.
For me, let me start with your last big story.
Okay.
That one is not an apology.
Okay.
I insult you, Canada. You understand? I insult you.
Okay.
And now I'm apologizing to Nigeria.
Let me paint the picture. So you insult me on radio, and then you come and you apologize to hard facts fans. I mean, it's an apology, right? Because I mean,
No.
It's not.
To Nigeria.
No. I don't represent Nigeria, and I represent hard facts. So maybe you.
No, I'm just making what is it? I apologize to Nigeria.
Okay.
Is it Nigeria that you insult? After saying that, you now go to Ruben Abati, that is his senior. Ruben Abati is a
no, it was pointing. I didn't play. Remember, I didn't play it fully. It was pointing out to Ruben Abati because I think.
No, Canada.
Okay.
You didn't play it fully, but I have the video. I can send you the
Okay,
video.
I have the full video
Now,
too. Go ahead.
You go to Ruben Abati, that is a veteran in journalism. You understand? You go to that to tell you that what I did. Okay, without his master asking that what he did is wrong. Him as a person, a matured man, you don't know what he did is wrong. Canada. Let me go to Edison. Edison deserves it.
Okay.
Because when the ship was down, Edison is there with the governor. Now the commissioners, if they are going to do Thanksgiving or sit down with their children, what are they going to tell their children that? Or what are they going to tell the church that they are coming to do Thanksgiving for calling them back or what? After you say that you resign because of some family issues and your conscience issues. Now, or you forget your pen there, or the family issue, you've settled it. So you see, I always tell you that Rivers State is a state of super story.
All right.
That every week we have new episode. The governor will stand on his ground and do the things that you want to do for the masses.
All right. All right, then.
And don't be focused.
All right.
Don't leave distraction and do what you know that. Now he's telling them that nobody should come and trouble my government. But he knows the day that they came in for screening or what, they came in the same vehicle and go in the same vehicle. You see, we are watching.
Okay.
Like I always say, this is our state, and anything that we see that we don't like, we must say it out without insulting anybody.
All right. I've got to let you go now at this point.
to me, it's not apologizing to the governor. Just
right.
say, okay, I don't know what you talk, man, I just go talk for this thing. It's very bad.
Thank you very much. Cookie Gam from Rumolumeni, welcome.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon to you.
I listened to the voice of engineer.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about his name. Just go ahead. Just go ahead.
Okay. At least they stand by. All of us know. They know Nigeria. All of us know what his voice is.
Oh, of course, yes. So let's leave it at that.
Apology. Listen, he said, Governor told me to apologize to government. If governor is 18 years, that government said you apologize to the governor. That is 18 years. So him as the local government chairman does not know that the government is not the governor. That's what I'm saying. Look at his age now. It's supposed to be something years now. You don't know that it's not good for at least the governor. And say, governor told tell him, too. I heard that if you are going to school, you must graduate with character in learning. As a graduate from any university, you have character in learning. When a such a local government chairman does not know that when such a governor is not present, somebody told him to apologize.
So I mean, someone can call your attention. No, Cookie Gam.
Telling to Nigerians, it's not even called the governor's name. That's apology.
Cookie Gam.
Destiny will prove too.
Okay.
I had listened to someone in Nwanosike stand by in his other his comments he made. Sorry, not the governor. I listened 3 places. Others I listened to him. What is even insult to people too. In that is not the case.
All right.
But what they shall reply him to when it's time.
All right. Thank you very much, Cookie Gam. It's not a quarrel. It's a conversation for development. Chris from Port Harcourt, welcome on the show. Yes, welcome, Chris. Yes, same to you.
This honorable question. Let me say this. Let me come to a man that rendered apology. And what was the offense? I heard him say that the governor is the mumu man.
Chris, we can't use that on radio, please. So
okay, I can use that language.
Please,
yes.
no. Okay.
Yeah. Now, did you see the gravity? Do you see the offense of you? Yeah, you caution me now. We can't use it. Somebody makes such comments. Okay, assuming that someone one of you on team is my father. Somebody like someone, craftsman, chairman, insult my father, and my father is a governor, and I have boys from university. I am a governor child now. You know what?
Chris, we don't speak for violence here on the show. Chris, that's not an excuse that is allowed on the show.
Let me go down. Let me say on the side of Nwanosike, at his age, he will not tell us. He shouldn't tell us that he don't know the difference between insult and we address them as honorable men. Yes, we address them as honorable men. So if Nwanosike are telling me that until when he gets confirmation from FPT minister to know the difference between insult, that is the person that asked him to apologize on the thing Fubara to thanking president. This line, which means is it Mr. President that asked FPT minister to do what they are doing?
Okay.
Is it the way to get him?
Okay. Chris, I've got to go. I've got Real Gift from Port Harcourt Township, and after that, Gift from Yenagua. So, Real Gift, quickly, straight to the point. Let's get your thoughts now, please.
Good afternoon to you, Chief K.
Yeah, good afternoon to you.
You know, we are told in my community that because you want to run does not mean you leave your buttocks behind. The apology to Nigerians. When he said the things he said, he didn't refer it to Nigeria, so he referred it to the governor of River State.
The governor of River State, but is governor of
the governor of Nigeria?
Is governor of Nigerians in River State? Can we put it that way?
Don't worry. It's semantics anyway.
Yes, semantics.
For me, I think the apology was not sincere. You know why? Because even after he made that comment, I apologize to Nigerians, he was still telling you, trying to justify why he said what he said. That means he has not repented from what he said in the first place. Maybe because he was pushed. Because we were told that the butterfly said nobody advised her on the difference. That's why she mistook fire to be sun and ran into the fire.
Okay.
Is it not?
Okay.
So for me, that's not an apology. But, like you said, we are on radio. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much for realizing we're on radio. Gift from Yenagua, welcome. What is on your mind I'd like to hear?
man of the people. How are you? Good afternoon, my brother.
Good afternoon. Happy New Week to you. Welcome.
I wish you the same, my brother. Thank you. Let me go straight to the point.
Okay.
Canada. I don't even know where to start from at times because this whole challenge, as far as I'm concerned, the genuine sin lovers who supported this young man, go and ask them behind closed door. They are not happy with what is going on.
Okay.
I am telling you, I am one of them. Forget about this psycho fancy.
Okay.
Forget about this naysayer. The core supporters of sin, they've not told this part. And Simon Nwanosike is one of them.
Okay.
I can assure you, because I remember when we know ourselves on air. Canada, you've been in this system for a number of years. You know the supporters of Wike.
I suppose.
You know once Wike gives a direction, everybody will align and fall in place. And we are the core supporters of Wike. Anybody who is speaking against Wike today, I must tell you, as far as I'm concerned, is not a core supporter. That is why, if you listen to the governor in that church, he was remorseful in telling you the people that are supposed to be here are not here. He talked about selection. He talked about leaders of PDP. People who are shouting today are people who failed woefully in APC, led by Rotimi Shibika Meshi. I can assure you, we know ourselves. People who followed Beatrice Itubo, who failed woefully. The same thing with SDP, Magnus Abe. We know ourselves.
Okay.
Look at the governor when he's talking. You will see sincerity. The man is looking for way out, which is peaceful resolution. But we'll come on air.
But let me puncture your argument.
I'm not such.
Let me puncture your argument now, please, if you'd allow me. If you say he is looking for a way out, would he not have brought back Amadi as chief of staff? I'm just asking because now we have Edison as chief of staff.
Amadi was not part of the resolution. If you listen to the former chief of staff to Wike, Emeka Woke, he talked about that even the secretary wrote to them, if you're interested of coming back, write to the government of the day. And they refused to write because a resolution of 8 points, that was what the governor was saying, doesn't allow him to be. And when they are insinuating, is it Wike that took Fubara to Supreme Court? I remember when Wike was telling these people that none of your cases will hold water. You don't have any case. Come and work with us, if you remember. That was what he was advising them.
Right.
But today they are turning around to stand as if it was Wike.
All right, Gibbs, I've got to go. I've got to go. But
Supreme Court.
Yeah.
Thank you because of the time.
Thank you very much.
With some of us.
All right, thank you very much. Brave from Mal One, welcome. What is on your mind? Please tell me.
Greetings to Mr. Bato.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Brad.
Thank you very much. The apology rendered by the Kwere local government chairman.
Well, you don't have to call his name. Just go, the chairman. Just go ahead with that, please.
The Kwere local government chairman.
Stop on people. All right, go ahead. All right, okay.
PhD holder.
Okay.
Who have passed through the 4 walls in character and in learning.
Okay.
Come out to apologize and telling us that he's apologizing to Nigerians. When he did the mayhem, he say to Nigerians, he called a name. And he called a state.
All right.
What does it take him to come out and say, please, my Rivers people and my governor, I am very, very sorry for what I have done. Would that cost him anything? For so long as I am concerned, someone Nwanosike has not rendered any apology.
All right.
He has never. And if he continues like this, I don't think Rivers people will be happy with him.
All right then.
Because they said, there is an adage that said, if you don't know where the rain starts, you will not know where it will end you. Please, I'm appealing to Samuel Nwanosike, local government.
All right, thank you, Braid. I just told you not to call his name, and you keep, calling his. I've got to let you go at this point. Don't break my rules. I have a reason why. I don't want it to be because I don't want it to make it look like we're attacking his personality and his office. You were trying to correct a wrong, if you say so. And you're also trying to do the same. So, no, come on. Moving on. Ibiso sent in a message again. Says, good afternoon, brother. The local government chairman apologized to Nigeria and attacking another journalist to me. That was not an apology without his master telling me, or without his master telling him that what he did is wrong. He didn't know that what he did is wrong. For the commissioners, if they're going to church to do Thanksgiving or sit with their children, what are they going to tell their children? And for the chief of staff, it deserves it. When the chips went down, it was the governor. So that's my take. All right, thank you very much. And let's move on now. Lady V says, mentioning the name will not stop him from patronizing Nigeria Info. It's an open confession. Lady V, sometimes I wonder how you make your arguments. Who talks about patronizing now? I'm not one who attacks personality, and I've tried to let you guys know 1,000 times. It's not about the person's, it's about the office the person occupies, and we look at the action and not the person. If an action is wrong, can we criticize it and not the person? Can we criticize what has been done and not? And that's why we say we talk for development. I mean, we should learn what a conversation for development entails. It does not mean going to attack people. And I mean, since I started, I have refrained from attacking anybody, and I'll continue like that. It's not about patronizing. I mean, who patronizes my show? I don't think anybody has patronized my show. But moving on, let's go on. This one says, that is not an apology. It's not coming from a remorseful heart, from Melford. All right, Melford, thank you. This one says he apologized because his master asked him to do so, and his apology should be directly to the governor, not Nigerians. EB, thank you very much. This one says, listening to the way the governor spoke, I can confidently say that the governor is not ready to make peace. He is determined to fight on. Therefore, I submit that he stops complaining. He was elected to serve Rivers State, but he has chosen to fight a political battle. I wish him all the best. ACN Godwin with that one. This one says, the local government chairman never apologized to the governor, as you and some people are saying it. The LG chairman apologized to you and I. Meanwhile, I never requested for his apology as a Nigerian, so let him rather apologize to the governor. Brightosa with that one. Brightosa, thank you very much. Let's read. Oh, wow. The messages are so much. I wonder if I'll be able to read all of them. This one says, good day, Kalada. His apology was directed to Nigerians and not the governor from Bele.
He has given me victory. I, Stanley Insofo, CSS, FNIIS, CPSM, wholeheartedly celebrate with the pragmatic governor of Rivers State, Amopu Senebo, Sir Simnelai Fubara.